Assalamu alaikum students. This is our last topic of chapter number 4, plant tissues. First of all, before it we have studied about the animal tissues. Animal tissues are found in humans and animals both. And now today we will discuss about the plants and about their plant tissues. And they also have, there are different type of tissues in the plants, and they do their specific job, and their shape and size are different, and their function is different. So let's start our plant tissues. Plant tissues, first of all, divided into two main big groups: simple tissues and compound tissues. And simple tissues, further divided in simple tissues, are those tissues which are not complex, which are simple, and their function is when not complex. They do their specific job. Simple tissues further divided into meristematic tissues and permanent tissues. Meristematic tissues are those tissues which are in a flat way, which are produced in the upper layer of the leaves, which is called epidermis. Meristematic tissues further divided into apical meristems and meristems and lateral meristems. Up apical word comes from a word of apex. These words come from a apex. Apex means the top parts of the plant, the top parts of the roots and leaves, the edges of the top parts of the plant, that is called apex. So apical meristems, they are produced at the top parts of the plant and leaves, and lateral meristems, they are produced at the lateral, under the layer, beneath, back of the part of the plants. So apical meristems, when they are divided at the roots and shoots, so because of that the root and shoot do their growth. So that growth is happen in the length, growth in the length. So the part of the plant which grow in the length, if it increase its size in the length, that is called a primary growth. But the opposite side, there is a lateral meristems, they grow at the lateral parts of the plant, so they also help in growth. And what is their important function? They increase the size of the stem. They increase the growth of the plant in the stem. For example, apical meristem, when they are begin to divide, they grow the plant in the length. When lateral meristems tissues are produced, cells are produced, they increase the size of the plant in the width form. उसको किस में करते हैं? विड्थ में करते हैं. तो दिस इज कॉल्ड सेकेंडरी ग्रोथ. ग्रोथ इन width. So this is the difference between primary growth and secondary growth. So secondary growth further show two types. First is called vascular cambium and second is called core cambium. Vascular cambium, these cells are found in xylem and phloem tissues. Xylem and phloem tissue, this is clear to you. These are tube-like structure present in the stem, and they do the important role. Xylem cells conduct water particles and salts from the roots of the plant and taken up by the all part of the plant. And phloem cells, they are responsible for the conduction of food particles in organic materials which are produced in the soil, and they get them and take up to all parts of the food. Then core cambium, these are produced at the lateral sides of the plant, or definitely they help in growth and they increase the size of the plant in the width. Then simple tissues, we have discussed meristematic tissues and their parts. Now we will discuss again simple tissues, but its second parts, they are called permanent tissues. Permanent tissue because they are the permanent part of the plant, we cannot avoid them at any cost. So permanent tissue further divided into three parts: epidermal tissues, ground tissues and spore tissues. First is epidermal tissue. Epidermal tissue is the outer layer of the plant. The top layer of the plant is called epidermal tissues. and they are also, epidermal tissues are produced at the top of the roots, and they also produce on stomata. So we all of know root hairs, they increase the surface area of the plant to get more and more water for the body of the plant, and stomata, they also play an very important role. They get the they help in gases exchange in the body of the plant. Second is ground tissues. Ground tissues are produced in mesophyll cells. What are mesophyll cells? If you keep in your mind the structure of the leaf, I have told you before, this is a leaf, and on the top of the leaf there are stomata, and there are some large cells are present on the body of the leaf. These are called mesophyll cells. And their function is very important. Stomata are responsible for gases exchange, but mesophyll cells help the plant to get more and more oxygen inside the body and taken out and get rid of more and more waste particles from the body of the plant. So the ground tissues are present on mesophyll cells. So their function is very important. First, they help in cellular respiration of the plant, and they also help in photosynthesis. Third one, permanent tissues. The third type of permanent tissue is spore tissue. As the name show, spore tissue, it gives the spore, it gives the strength of the plant. It gives the strength of the plant. It make the plant frame to make to remain its position hard. So it gives the strength of the plant, and they are flexible. Spore tissue further divided into two types. First is called collenchyma tissues. Second is called sclerenchyma tissues. Collenchyma tissues. Collenchyma tissues are present at cortex. Cortex is a layer under epidermis. For example, this is a epidermal layer. And under this there is a cortex. The upper layer is called epidermal tissue, epidermal layer, and this is called a cortex layer. So collenchyma tissues are present at cortex, and we can found these tissues on midrib of the leaves. These are called midribs. Midribs of the leaves, they are found in the midribs of the leaves. Second one is, the second part of spore tissue is sclerenchyma tissues. Sclerenchyma tissues are very important. They are found in the wood, and we also study in the starting of the chapter number 4. In wood, the woody stems are made by a special chemical which is called lignin. So these sclerenchyma tissues are present on the wood, and this wood is made by a chemical which is called lignin, which make the wood hard. Though the function of sclerenchyma tissue is that it make the wood hard, it give the, so it is the part of spore tissue. So because of that, it gives the strength of the plant. So I am repeating this again. Plant tissues divided into simple tissues and compound tissues. Simple tissues further divided in two types: meristematic tissues and permanent tissues. Meristematic tissues have an ability to divide, but permanent tissues have not ability to divide. Meristematic further divided into apical meristems and lateral meristems. Apical means apex, they are produced at the tips of the roots and shoots, and they have ability to divide, and when they are divided, they increase the length of the plant. So this process is called primary growth. But lateral meristems, they are produced at the lateral, at the inner part of the plant, and they increase, also help in growth, and they increase the width of the width of the plant, and say this process is called secondary growth. Secondary growth consists of two parts, vascular cambium and cork cambium. Vascular cambium are produced in xylem and phloem cells, and cork cambium is produced at the lateral side of the plants. Permanent tissues, this is also the part of simple tissues. Permanent tissues divided into three parts: epidermal tissue, ground tissues and spore tissue. Epidermal tissue we can found in at root hairs and stomata. Ground tissues are found at mesophyll cells. They help in respiration and do the photosynthesis. Spore tissues give strength and they are flexible. Further divided into two parts, collenchyma tissues and scalenchyma tissues. Collenchyma tissues produce at cortex and they are produced at midribs. Scalenchyma tissues are produced at wood, make the wood hard by a chemical which is called lignin. I hope you understand the simple tissues. Now we come to compound tissues. Compound tissues are very important. They consist of only two parts, xylem tissues and phloem tissues, xylem cells या phloem cells. Xylem cells are sieve tubes. I also have told you that they are like in a stem. These are the roots in the body of the plant, and these are sieve tube. Tube-like structures are present in the body of a plant. These are called xylem cells and phloem cells. And these are covered by structures. These are covered by structures. These structures are called tracheids. So these parts are called tracheids. So the important function of tracheids is that they give support to the xylem and phloem tissues, and we know xylem cells conduct water materials from the roots of the plant and take up to all aerial parts of the plant. And phloem cells, they are responsible for conduction of organic particles. Organical particles means the food particles. So they conduct the food particles and taken up by the all parts of the plant. So their structure is a complex. That's why they are called compound tissues, and they consist of only two parts, xylem cells and phloem cells, means xylem tissues and phloem tissues. I hope you understand it. Plant tissues. Thank you so much.